Serious couples who still find each other sexy after years and years of marriage. What's the secret? I love him. I find him sexy. Him as a whole person, not just his looks. So, 25 years later he looks different. Older, a few wrinkles, a little bit of a belly, lots of grey, but he is still the guy I married. What I find sexy is his sense of humor, his passion for his hobbies, what a good dad he is, how smart he is. We are best friends. And we have grown together. We have been through everything together. I think he is sexy as heck, because he is still the guy I married. We met at 19. We are in our 40s now. I'm still crazy about him. We recently did one of those apps that shows you what you look like older. It made him look in his 60s, 70s. He was adorable. He always says he is excited about us growing old together. And we are certainly on our way. If you are with someone purely for looks, you are setting yourself up for failure. People change. You cannot stop aging. And sometimes illness and other factors come into play. If you cannot love your partner, if they have wrinkles, or if they start to look old, or if they put on a few pounds, then do you really love your partner? And if you really love someone, everything about them is sexy. 25 years here. And while we both physically older such a drag, and while we've done a few rounds of counseling to get past some recurring issues, one thing that's never changed is the affection. Doesn't lead to hot, gooey sex as often as it used to, but I don't think HGS is even a possibility for long-term couples who aren't fluent in basic affection towards each other. Find out how much does your partner need of that every day, and then deliver. Then see you in 25. 26 years here. We laugh a lot. My daughter recently asked me how I possibly got my wife to marry me because she is way out of my league. I told her I made her laugh. When you have fun together, I think the sexy attraction just naturally follows. Almost 10 years here. PS lost a ton of weight. I've gained some 3 kids. Neither of us look like we did when we met. But we love each other. And we work for it. We make sure to have regular check-ins with each other because life gets busy and things go unsaid. We ask each other what we can do to make the other happier. We also keep humor in our bedroom. Some of the best sexy times have involved laughter and not taking it seriously. My husband is the most beautiful thing. While we haven't been together for a long time, we are celebrating our 2nd wedding anniversary. He has begun to show signs of aging, such as a slower metabolism that's given him a little extra fluff around the middle. He is getting fuzzy areas where there weren't any before. He has the very beginnings of crow's feet around his eyes and his hair is thinning up top. I think it's the most wonderful thing that makes me happy because I get to watch him change and grow and evolve, and it is something that only I get to witness. It is sexy to me because I get the pleasure of exploring every inch of him that I know so well and discovering new freckles or stretched marks. It is sexy because I know him, but he will be all new in another year, 10 years, 50 years, grey hairs, grey eyebrow hairs around the eyes that I've gazed into for the longest time. It excites me because the man I know now is different from our wedding, and I like the man before me now far more because I know him better. Been with my so since high school. She will always be pretty to me even when old and wrinkles. But a big thing you need to learn is attraction isn't even important. When you've been together for so long, you fall in love with the person and their personality. I always say true love isn't being into someone who you find perfect. It's being with someone who pisses the living heck out of you sometimes and still want to be with them anyway. Laughing. We have both resolved that since we're old trolls now, and it is too much trouble to date and train someone new at our age, we will just get really ducking dirty a few times a month and build intimacy in other ways too. Inside jokes, self-deprecation, but also confidence. Knowing how to ask your partner to touch you the way you want. Remembering we are humans deserving of love and pleasure solo or together. 26 years now, and friends for about 8 years before dating. He is the smartest, kindest man I've ever known. Can pick up almost any musical instrument and figure out tunes, but can't read music. Gathers junk and creates the most beautiful art. When I asked him to fix the hole at the tip top of our roof, he made a pyramid out of metal with the weather vane attached, and it fit perfectly. Old house. Top was and still is pointed. He gets more beautiful with age. Gray hairs, belly, and surgery scars. He calls the sandwiches I pack in his work lunches sandwiches of love. He wrote a poem about them. He writes me little letters on our special days, birthdays, etc. He says yes, the luckiest man in the world. I think I am the luckiest woman in the world. All this makes him the sexiest. I still see beauty in other people, but no one holds a candle to him. 37 years. I've been married to the same man for 37 years. Got married when I was 19, and he was 24. I think the key to success is respect. I don't call him names. He doesn't call me names. We apologize when we know we've hurt the other. I put up with his bad dad jokes and he seriously thinks I am funny. He is a really nice guy and is happy-go-lucky most of the time. He has lots of grey ABD, a pot belly, and I am 100 pound heavier. Thanks to a chronic illness. We see the person inside. The one we married. He truly is the one my soul loves. Despite what other people have said, I think it is okay to think about other people. There is a difference between loving somebody and finding them sexy. Plenty of people are sexy, but although other people may be different and that is okay, only love one person. For me it is about keeping an air of mystery and novelty. Try to surprise your partner sexually every once in a while and they will reciprocate. Do not be afraid to experiment. And do not be afraid to communicate your needs, and just as importantly, listen and accept what your partner needs. Try to have sex during different places and times. Right now I love lunchtime sex when IWFH. Focus on pleasing your partner. They will focus on you. If you try to please yourself during sex, you might find your partner disengages. But do not be afraid to tell your partner if they consistently fail to give you what you need. I personally find breaks from sex keep it interesting. If you do it 3 times a week regular, then it is bound to get a little uninspired. If you feel like you are in a rut, then find something else for you both to do for a week or 2. 12 years with the wife. For us it's not looks. We are average people. Not hot, not ugly. She is beautiful, even if she is not the beauty canon. The secret is making that person your best friend. The one who you can be silly with. The one who you can talk anytime. About life. About future. About movies. About anything and not feeling ignored, and vice versa. Make the other laugh, even if the jokes are the silliest. Once a week or 2 weeks, give her a little chocolate or something as a cute detail. Maybe it is flowers, I do not know what works for you. Make the other person feel safe, even if everything is being destroyed around. And for us, most important is giving space to do our own stuff. She likes to paint and draw, and she can do it in another room alone. And I can play video games or do carpentry, but sometimes do care about their activities. It is not that hard, but takes effort, time, and willfulness, and knowing the other person. 17 years. 1. We established early on that we were not competitors, but that we're going to always be on the same team. 2. When we had kids, I told them early and often that I love them, but I love their mom even more. That is to say, we established ourselves as a couple that was a distinct unit independent from the family as a whole. 3. We talk to each other a ton about everything, especially money and sex. 4. We try and stay attractive. We are both heavier than when we got married, but we both try. I think it is the effort that counts. Marry a one with an ass so nice you just want to kneel down behind her and chew on it for a while. Get it with your back teeth too, not just front ones. Turn your head if you have to and just go to town on it, but not so much that it actually hurts. She needs to have the kind of butt that, if when you are chewing on it and you do not sound like a rather large and very hungry dog chewing on a bone, then you are not doing it right. You do not want her, but that is completely buns of steel toned, as you cannot really chew on those. You do not want her, but they're just flabby either. You want it toned enough that it has a nice shape to it, but not so toned that she does not have some cushion for your passion back there. And, as mentioned before, some bud that you can chew like Macho Man Randy Savage would chew on a Slim Jim. 19 years, and he still rocks my socks. We've had some serious challenges in that time. Sometimes the sex has fallen off. Why do I still think he is sexy? He is hilarious. And he is really sweet. He is also pretty smart, which I enjoy in a person. And, his body appeals to me. It always has. He is not perfect, but we fit together well. Sometimes when things have been tough we have both made choices. He hasn't changed a lot, but I've aged badly. He still tells me I am beautiful. Maybe it is that he wears glasses now. Coming up on 16 years. Keep the sex fun and changing. Recognize ruts and make an effort to avoid them. Wanting to have sex with them is their proof of being seen as sexy. Flirt. It makes your feelings for each other a small part of your everyday. Love them for what they are, not what they are not. I do not even mean looks. That counts. But the things that make you enjoy their company will make them sexier to you. Focusing on what they do not have or cannot do is just massaging feelings of disappointment and, to a lesser degree, entitlement. 16 years together. Taking time for each other keeps us in love. One, I tell him he gorgeous hot all the time. The truth is guys really never get an inflated ego from being told this. He asks me why I am looking so cute all the time, and it makes me feel good too. 2, we send each other sexy pictures throughout the day just for fun. Well, mine are sexy, his are just smoldering looks, because I work from home, and he works at a job site lol. 3, he thinks of me at little things like him bringing me a tea, or buys me something stupid he thinks I will like. He changed his text tone on my phone for his messages to the opening stock market bell, because he knows I love it. I send him notes on his lunches, or give him back massages just cause. For we are playful with each other. He slaps my ass every chance he gets, and I grab his every chance I get. Everyone wants to feel wanted, both men and women. 5, we have amazing intimacy because he works away during the week for the past year. So weekends, after all that playfulness and anticipation, it is amazing when he comes home. Like the weekend is just exhausting. All day lay in bed and just have fun. So I guess my secret is treat your partner how you want to be treated. Think of them, build them up, and they will build you up. I would say treat your significant other differently from the way you treat the rest of the world. I'm constantly amazed at the things other couples will say about one another. They don't even have bad relationships apparently, but they will occasionally get mad at one another and, for example, one time a friend called her husband an asshole. It was said in a half-joking way, of course. Yet, I don't know how to say this forcefully enough. I would never, ever even think the word asshole in relation to my wife, much less call her such a thing. It's not like we never disagree or argue, but we never call one another names, even jokingly. It is not that I think this particular abstinence is important, but that the general idea is important. We relate to one another differently than we relate to the rest of the world. Her happiness and well-being is exactly as valuable as my own. There is no possible way to think, for example, that anything would just be her problem. We are, first and foremost, a team. The way in which we relate to one another is governed first and foremost by our joint dedication to our relationship itself. There will never be a night where either of us will have to be alone. If we do not want to be, she will always find comfort in my arms and I in hers. We are always there for one another. We both believe that is sort of the point of the whole venture. And believe it or not, in my experience, nothing is more attractive than that. Well, he is literally gorgeous, so that helps. Like, his straight male co-workers have nicknamed him GQ. His personality is so cool, laid back, kind, funny, aloof, and he leaves me wanting more. He is smart, adventurous, has so many hobbies: scuba, photography, travel, etc. So he is fascinating to talk to. We never tell each other number, no matter what I want or think or need. I'm always safe with him and supported, and vice versa. He is amazing in bed. Total packaging perfect for me. I still find my husband sexy. He always has been. From the very beginning of our relationship, the sex was completely different with my husband than with any of my previous partners. When I think of good sex, when I get horny, it is him that I'm thinking of. I'm amazed and grateful that my husband still finds me sexy. My body has changed so much. Through lots of emotional eating due to stress and hormone fluctuations through multiple pregnancies, some unsuccessful. He has seen my body all kinds of ways. He has seen me cut open as they pulled our sons out of me. He has seen me punish my own body for it, his failures to me and our children. He loves me, and he still finds me sexy. It is a miracle. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos.